We'll begin this practice in a comfortable seated position. Sit up tall, close your eyes, and begin to relax into yourself. Find a space of softening within your mind and within your body. Notice each wave of breath as it enters and leaves the lungs. Start to think about this time you have ahead of you to be on your yoga mat. What types of thoughts and choices will you make about how to move your body, how to breathe? Think of an intention for this practice. It could be simple, practicing some patience, and then bring the hands to your heart. Bow to yourself in your practice ahead. Namaste. Sit up tall. Lean your right ear to the right shoulder. Reach your right arm up and around, holding for the tip of the ear to lengthen into a neck stretch. Continue to breathe deeply into the chest and the abdomen. Full exhales every round. And then slowly release. Switch to sides. Left ear towards the left shoulder, and then you're just bringing the weight of the left arm up and around for the ear to apply a little bit more depth into the stretch. Slide your palm to your cheek and reset. Right arm over to the left knee, easy twist. Roll your left shoulder behind you. Feel the intuition of breath into this posture, so with every exhale you can go a little bit deeper, closing the ribs, turning the spine. Slowly release and switch sides. Turning towards the right side of your mat, using your left hand like a lever. Every inhale stretching up, every exhale turning deeper. Slowly release. Come to seated with your feet hips distance apart in front of you. Place your hands behind you, fingertips to the front of your mats. Press down through your arms, lift your chest, reverse tabletop. Stretch the pelvis up, let the head fall back. Press strong through all 10 toes, all 10 fingers, lifting your sternum bone. Breathe an expansive inhale into the back body, closing the ribs on the exhale. Press through the arms, stretching the front of the chest. And then slowly, gently release the hips down. Bring your feet together, your knees wide for Baddha Konasana stretch. You can start with the hands behind you, sitting up tall, or walk the hands forward and fold over your feet. Relax into your inner groins and your outer hips. You can allow your eyebrows and your jaw to relax here. Last full breath here. And start to press up. Close the knees together. Cross your ankles, place your hands, and come into a tabletop pose, hands and knees. As you inhale, lower your belly, look forward, cow pose. Exhale, round and curl your spine for cat. Inhale for cow pose, look forward. Exhale, curl and round into your cat. Take a couple rounds on your own. Settling into a breath pace that is supportive, that is nourishing for you. Next, inhale, look forward. Curl your toes underneath you. Will come into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pedal out through your feet. Bend one knee, bend the other. Spread your fingers wide, palms shoulder distance apart, feet hip distance apart. After those initial adjustments, start to straighten both of your legs. Press strong through your arms. Seal your lips and connect to your breath. Breathing in and out of the nose. Even textured inhales, even textured exhales. Allow your mind to settle on that flow. Start to gaze back to your feet. Walk your hands to the back of your mats. Fold over your legs. Hold for your opposite elbows. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. If you feel really locked out in this pose, I suggest that you try bending your knees. See if that allows you to hinge at your hip joint a little bit better, especially for this first fold. If you're feeling tight, take that option. Release your hands. Start to bend into your knees and roll on up to stand. Come to the center of your yoga mats. With tall posture, feet parallel, hips distance apart, lift up from your pubic bone through the crown of your head. Relax your arms to your side. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Ground down through your legs. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Keep your hips squared to the front, so just turning at the upper rib cage. Press down through your feet, wide through your arms. Inhale, center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Left arm stretching behind you, right arm forward. Continue to engage down through the legs, through the lower body. Inhale, center. Lift up. Exhale, back bend. Cactus out the arms. Squeeze the shoulders together. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows wide. Inhale, lift the arms, stretch the body. Exhale, bend and open. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward bend. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands and we'll come into a high plank pose. Squeeze your legs straight. Tone your lower abdomen. Press through your arms. Rock forward to your toe tips. Bend your elbows, and then lower all the way down onto your belly. Point your toes, cobra pose, lift the heart. Squeeze the legs, tone the belly, lifting the chest, and then exhale, release. Squeeze the legs, tone the belly, inhale, roll the spine up. Squeeze the elbows in towards the rib cage, neck long. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra pose, lifting the heart. Exhale, release. Child's pose, press back, knees widen, big toes touch, forehead to your mat. Taking a moment here to pause. And spread through your fingers, shift forward, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back, stretch your whole body. Legs straight, arms straight, spine long. Inhale, look forward. Bend your knees, step or jump, top of the mats. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, Tadasana, hands to your side. Surya Namaskara, inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands, come into a high plank. Shift forward, Chaturanga Dandasana, halfway or all the way. And then inhale to Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale for Downward Facing Dog. Hold and breathe. Here for 3, for 2, last 1. Inhale, start to look forward. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or jump to the top of your mat. Lift up halfway, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, hands to your side. Inhale, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. High to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Bend the elbows. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spread wide into your hands. Lift your sitting bones up. Tone the abdomen on your exhale. Inhale, look forward, lift your heels. Bottom of the exhale, bend the knees, step or jump. Lift up halfway, exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your hands, Chaturanga, find your floor. Inhale as you find your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Press through your arms, stretch your spine. Next inhale, look forward. Bend your knees, step or jump to the top of your mat. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, Tadasana, hands to your side. Bend your knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Stretch the arms up. Sink weight back into the heels. Broaden through the soles of your feet, out through your toes as well. Hugging the front ribs slightly in and out. Stretch the arms behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. For balance challenge, lift up your heels. In your ankles and your knees and your thighs, squeezing, toning to the center. Heels down, arms forward, chair pose. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your right foot back. Lower to your knee, stretch your arms up. Take your left hand onto your left side waist. Stretch up, inhale. Exhale, lean up and over to the left. Lengthen the space between your right hip and your rib. Root down through your left foot, anchoring the lower body as you stretch. Inhale, center. Hook your thumb, spread the fingers, find your back bend. Shoulders pressing up into the chest. Allow the pelvis to drop as the arms stretch high. Then reach around, place your hands, downward facing dog. Stay here or shift forward for vinyasa. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch your right leg high. Step your right foot forward. Lower to your back knee. Lift your arms up. Place your right hand onto your side waist. Inhale. Exhale, lean to the right. Full side stretch. Press through your right leg, anchoring down the lower body as you find freedom in the upper spine. Inhale, center. Hook your thumbs, spread your fingers, leaning into that front leg as you open the spine long. Straight arms, stretch the spine. No stress to the neck, easy breathing. And swim the arms around. Look forward, step to the top of your mat, forward bend, Uttanasana. Bend your knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink down low, airplane your arms, challenge option to lift the heels. Find your balance, steady gaze. Heels down, arms forward, inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your left foot back, lower to your knee, and stretch your arms up, finding a lunge. Hands into prayer position, shift your chest forward, hook your left elbow onto your outer right thigh. Anchor your right foot, so keeping the right knee in line to your hip, and then you press into the arms through the exhale. Every inhale, flushing the body, nice and full, nourishing. Every exhale, rotating deeper. You feel steady, curl the back toes, lift the back knee, challenge option. Hugging strong through the lower body, keep rotating the right side chest up, rotating the right ribs. Strong legs, release the hands, down dog, step back. Stay here, or vinyasa, shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Step your left foot forward. Back knee down. Lift your arms up. Hands to prayer. Shift forward. Hook your right elbow to the outer left thigh. Rotate your chest. Turn your body. Every exhale going a little bit deeper. Anchor through your legs. Turn the chest. If you feel steady, curl the back toes and lift your back knee. Continue to rotate at your upper spine, lifting the left shoulder, the left rib cage. Strong legs. Release your hands. Step to the top of your mat. Forward bend. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands to your side. Come to the center of your yoga mat. Step your feet apart. Nice wide stance. Check to see that your ankles are underneath your wrists. That's usually a good marker. Turn your left toes in, turn your right toes out. Tall chest, bend into your right knee. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Arms extending wide to a T. Drive down into your lower body. Find your breath. Shift your right elbow forward, place it onto your right thigh, left arm up and over your ear. Modified extended side angle, focus on lifting the left side body, finding that turn in the upper chest. Stay grounded in the front leg. Inhale, rise up, back to Warrior 2, and then straighten your right leg, turn your right toes in, turn your left toes out. Big inhale, exhale, bend into your left knee, finding your Virabhadrasana 2 on this side. Gaze past your left middle finger. Watch your breath move. Next, inhale, shift your left arm forward, placing the elbow to the thigh, right arm up and over your ear. Like a diagonal line of energy from your right outer foot all the way through your right hand. Turn the right chest, the right shoulder. Look up. Inhale, Warrior 2. Straighten the leg and switch out your feet. So left toes in, right toes out. Keep your stance wide. Big inhale. Exhale, Untitled Konasana triangle. Right hand to your shin, down to your ankle, or maybe a block or the mat behind you. Enliven energy through your legs. Rotate your left chest up. Look up. Press down through the soles of your feet. Strong legs. Inhale, rise up. Switch out your feet. Right toes in, left toes out. Untitled Konasana. Shift the left arm forward, placing it anywhere along the leg, right? So the shin, you can go to the ankle, you can go to the floor, the mat behind you. Arms wide out to a T shape. Rotate your right rib cage, stacking the shoulders in line to the pelvis. Press through your feet, lift up, turn the toes in, bring your hands to your hips, and then you can heel toe those feet back together. Come to stand at the top of your mat. Work a little balancing pose here. Stretch the arms up. Garudasana Eagle. Right elbow underneath the left. Coming into a bind if you can. And then bend your knees. Work your chair pose legs. You can stay here. There's a lot going on, right? If you want to get the legs involved, bring the right leg up and over the left. Bend into your knee and stack your spine. So imagine you're sliding down a wall. Crown to the head, shoulders, and pelvis all stacked. Keep bending into the leg and then challenge to shift forward and tap the elbows in front of the knee. Continue to engage down through your legs. Pull the elbows in as you lengthen the shoulders back. Squeeze the legs, inhale, come back up and hold. Stay for 3, for 2, for 1, and then slowly release the legs, release the arms. All right, let's do it on the other side. Arms up, left elbow underneath the right, bind your bind. Moving into our eagle pose, you can stay with the chair pose in the legs or get that lower body in a bind, left leg up and over the right. Sink down into your chair. As you lift the elbows up, lengthen your neck, so squeeze the shoulder blades down and back. Big inhale. And then exhale, we'll start to go into that little dip. Use your core. Squeeze into your legs and your arms. Pull your elbows into the body as you lengthen, almost like a halfway lift in the spine. Press down through your feet. Squeeze your legs. Come on up and hold. Find it. Fight for it. Fight for it. Stay. 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 And then release the legs. Release the arms. Nice work. Lift the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Step back. Look forward. And step your feet towards the top of your mat. We're going to come into a little squat. So this is a variation on Malasana pose. Heels stay together. You just open your knees wide. Walk the hands forward. Great opener for the hips. It's a nice place to stretch. If you want an opportunity to practice your Bakasana crow pose, spread your fingers wide, lift your hips. You're going to bend the elbows back like Chaturanga and then hook the arms onto your upper arm bone. Shift forward. So as the crown of the head shifts forward, play with lifting one foot, both feet, right? Squeeze into your core, right? Even if you take a couple of rocks, that's okay, right? Notice that weight shifting forward, and then if you're steady, squeeze through the midline. Lift the heels higher, gazing forward. In all this, keep breathing. Maybe jump the feet back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. It's where we'll meet. So you can just step back there into your down dog. From here, lift your right leg high. Step your right foot forward. Coming into warrior two, so spin your left heel down, open your arms to a T. Now from your warrior two, we are going to shift the right arm forward, elbow to thigh. So this is option one, right? This is our extended side angle. If you want to go for the full pose, right hand to the outer right foot. Continue to press your right knee to the inner right arm, left arm up over the ear. Turning the chest, gazing upward or towards the left hand, if that's okay for your neck. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Uttita Trikonasana, shift forward and down. Firm down into your legs. Bring your left hand to your hip. We move into Ardha Chandrasana. So we're going to bend into the right leg. You're going to launch your weight forward into the balance. So once you feel steady on the right leg, straighten that right leg, and then focus on lifting your left hip, turning your left rib cage. Maybe stretch the left arm up. A hand you can use onto a block if you need. Turn the chest. Kick the back toes. Active leg, active leg. Option to stay or to take that quad stretch. Bend your left knee, hold for the foot. Continue to roll that left hip up. Slowly release the leg if you grabbed it. And then bend your right knee, warrior two. Land it soft, land it steady. Straighten your right leg, hands to your hips. Angle your big toes in, your heels out for Prasarita, Konasana. We're going to fold between the legs. So I'm walking my hands through here to bring the crown of my head towards the floor. But follow whatever range of motion works best for you. Any variation on the arms is fine. If you're doing this one that I am demonstrating, you're going to press down through the hands, engage your core to go deeper. Then inhale, lift up halfway. Walk your hands towards your right foot. Ground into your left hand, easy twist, right arm up to the ceiling. You can stay here or come into a side plank. Challenge option, bring the right foot into tree pose. And wherever you are, you can stretch the right arm up and over your ear. Release Vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Stretch your left leg high. Step your left foot forward. Come into warrior two. Spin your back heel down. Open your arms onto T. Shift your left elbow forward. Either place it onto the thigh or for full expression, left hand onto the floor. Pin the left knee towards the inner arm as you stretch the right arm long past your ear. Uttita Parshva Konasana, extended side angle. Keeping your legs strong, come up, warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Shift forward, triangle pose. Uttita Konasana. So you can see, right, the right hip, the right ribs are already lifted. That's what we're aiming for in the next one. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Bend into your left knee. Stretch the left hand out ahead of you. Once you find your balance, start to straighten up into the pose. Use your left arm to help you. Rotate the chest. Rotate your hip. Right arm stretching towards the ceiling. Kick your right leg strong. Breathe. Lengthen your neck. Soften the jaw. Option to bend into your right leg and hold for the foot. Taking the quad stretch. Continuing to roll the right hip up, opening the right side chest up. Release the leg. Bend down, warrior two. Land it soft. And then straighten your left leg. Angle your big toes in, your heels out. Hands to hips, big inhale. Exhale, fold down onto the mat. The crown of the head touches down to the floor, and you can stay and stretch, or you can get a little hang time upside down. Maybe work on your tripod headstand. Only if that's something you feel comfortable doing on your own. Otherwise, just stay and open up those hamstrings. Continue to notice the flow of your breath. Working on your headstand, squeeze to the midline. Press firm through your arms. Continue to engage your core and your upper shoulders. You want to squeeze those shoulders in. Within all of that, wherever you are, at a certain point, just let go and you watch your breath moving. Obviously, you hold your headstand as long as you need to. I'm giving you lots of playtime. We'll start to come out now. So slowly, gently, maybe you work that slow straddle of the feet down. Inhale, halfway lift. So wherever you are, find that halfway lift. And then walk your hands towards your left foot. Ground your right hands. Easy twist, left arm up. Stay here. Great place to work that shoulder. Or stepping into side plank. Maybe tree pose with the left foot. Left arm up over the ear, completing that wonderful curve along the left side body. Release, vinyasa. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lower down to your knees. Have a seat. Fun part now. We're going to do some back bending. I know it's everyone's favorite. Mine too. But before we do, just lie on your back for a moment. Bend your knees. Feel the support of the mat. Connect to your breath. Walk the heels in close so you could touch them and lift your hips. You can bend your arms into that robot shape. Lift the shoulders higher. Work your chest expansion. So bridge pose, right? This is an amazing posture to build endurance in the lower body. When it comes to back bending, we want strong legs. So key. So keep here. If wheel pose is a part of your practice, you can place the hands, either lift to the crown of your head, pause, and then when you're ready, go all the way up. Wherever you are, keep lifting the pelvis through your lower body. Strong feet. If you're in your wheel pose, work to straighten your arms as much as you can. There's a lot of activation in back bends, but I want the breath to be fluid, so keep breathing. Nice and easy. Inhale and exhale. Breath in and out. One more, and then slowly lower down. upper back, middle back, low back. Let the legs, let the arms relax. Just pause for a moment of stillness. Let go of engagement. Well, can't just do one back bend. So bend your knees. Here we go again. Place the feet. Lift your hips. Bridge pose, great place to be. Now, if you want to do Chatushpadasana, I like doing this one. You can hold for the ankles as I'm showing here. If that's not accessible, just stay with your bridge pose. No big deal. Lift your pelvis, strong in your legs. If you're holding your ankles, you pull against them, right? So that gives you more resistance to fire up the quads. And then when you're ready, place your hands and go up. Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow pose, strong breath. Continue to press through the arms if you're in your wheel pose, straightening as much as you can, shifting the shoulders towards the back of your mat through the strength of your legs. Stay. Then release. Lie down. Let your legs and your arms go long. Pause on your mat for a moment. All right, so bend your knees, place your feet, Chatushpadasana, bridge pose, go up, lift your hips up, strengthen your legs. Option for wheel pose, place the hands and go up. Maybe walk your hands in a little bit closer. Through the legs, bend the knees to straighten the arms all the way, and then press the pelvis up as you shift the chest to the back of your mats. Like you're trying to give the back of your mats a kiss. Lift the hips, straighten the arms, breathe, and release. Let your legs, let your arms go. Back bending can be very activating. So allow the body to settle here into some stillness. I'll be offering 2 more back bends. So 5 total. Already done 3. So final 2 here. If you want to, bend your knees, place your feet, lift your hips, bridge pose. Place your hands, Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose, go up. See if you can walk the hands closer maybe. Lift the hips, strong legs. Spread wide through your fingers as you bend the knees to straighten the arms more. And then use that energy and shift the shoulders to the back of your mats to open your chest even more. Then release. Relax your legs, relax your arms. Final back bend. This is your practice. Lift your hips. You can stay in bridge or place the hands, wheel pose. It's your final back bend of this practice, so go to your edge. Stay and breathe. Find the calm within all this strength and chaos. And then release. Let your legs, let your arms go long. Let your whole body relax. . Slide your legs together to touch and hug your right knee into your chest, keeping your left leg long. Soften the front of your right hip, relaxing your right ankle. Breathe into your pelvis. Release and switch sides. Hug your left knee into your chest, interlacing the fingers over the top of your left shin, right leg firming down towards the mat. Release both legs long. Stretch your arms over your head, hook your thumbs, spread your fingers, stretch your whole body long. Flex your feet. Flatten your low back, hug the ribs in, and then bend your knees. Roll to your side, and come on up. Stretch your legs in front of you, widen the flesh from your sitting bones. Sit up tall, Dandasana, staff pose, and then exhale, Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. Reaching towards your feet, or whatever is accessible. Keep the back of the legs pressing down into the floor. With every inhale, fill the rib cage up. Every exhale, fold the chest deeper. Breathe into your low back, the back of your pelvis. Inhale, look forward. Exhale there, and then inhale, rise up. Bend your knees lower onto your back. Move your hips over to the right. Drop your knees to the left. Easy spinal twist. Relax into your outer knees, your outer thighs. One more breath here. And then release and switch sides. Shimmy your hips over to the left. Drop your knees to the right. Slowly release. Center back on your mat. Let your knees go wide. Hold the tops of your ankles. You can just stay here for your happy baby pose. If it's accessible to stir up the feet up to the ceiling without stressing your shoulders and your neck, you can do that. Relax into your low belly. Let go of any grip, any tension, any clenching. As you inhale, feel blossoming down and out at the base of your pelvis. As you exhale, a soft hug back into your center. Bring your heels back to your glutes, and then curl into a tiny little ball here, holding over the tops of your shins, relaxing your hip flexor muscles. Big inhale, forehead to knees. Exhale, Shavasana. Let your legs and your arms go long onto your mat. Let go of any effort. Allow your body to sink into the pull of gravity. The body grows heavier and heavier. Allow your mind to ascend to a higher space of peace, of contentment, of surrender.